We don't have a mic, so if you can't hear me, hopefully you can. How about the back row? Can you hear me okay back there? Okay, and you'll feel like I'm shouting at you, but I'm not. Okay, it's okay. On Bill's behalf, I want to thank you all for coming here to celebrate Rex's life today. And first of all, a few housekeeping things. I invite you to silence your cell phones. And also to let you know that the service, in case you can't see, is being videotaped to show both Rex's and Bill's family. And after the service today, everyone is invited to a reception where you will also see memorabilia from all of the touches Rex made in life, from his first-hand little baby boots to samples of his many collections. So the reception is actually up the stairs, and if you'll follow Bill and I will show you. It's down at the long hall, down at the end. I also wanted to let you know that the bathrooms and men's room is down the stairs here. The ladies' room is down the stairs over past the double doors where you came into the gym today. For your comfort. The flowers here today are from the florist who Rex always admired, Julie, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this right, but I'm going to try, Giroux. How'd I do? Does anybody have a correction on that? Okay. And she's been doing the arrangements in the lobby at Bratnall Place, so some of you will know. They're just beautiful. I'm almost sorry to stand in front of them. Reminds me of spring with the forsythia. I'm Reverend Leah Matthews. I'm a retired United Church of Christ minister after serving for 45 years in the United Church of Christ. And I'm delighted to have, and honored to have been asked to officiate today at this service for Rex. So we have taken time out of our daily routines to share memories and honor the life of Rex Horchem. Life, not death, has brought us together this day as we gather to celebrate a most gracious and caring life lived. Dear friends and family have shared their memories of Rex, and I will be sharing those memories from the family with you. But first, I want to share his beloved Bill's words about Rex. These are Bill's words. Rex is gone. We will miss him. When Bill first met Rex, his original partner had died about 1 year before. Jim Scott and Rex had been together over 40 years. Jim and Rex met at the Cadillac Bar on 9th Street in downtown Cleveland. That was a long time ago. Rex and Bill have been together for approximately 20 years. Think how long Rex had been in committed relationships. Today we are here to celebrate a true gentleman who came from Kansas after college and always loved Cleveland after that. From Kansas to now, Rex definitely left an amazing footprint. In 1959, Rex started at GM as a payroll clerk and advanced to cost accounting, and then into computer programming, the start of the computer age. Over the years, he advanced to head of the IT department, and after 33 years, he retired from General Motors. It's what he did in addition to work that made his footprint shine. Before Rex and Jim moved into Bratnall 1, they built the first home on North Park Boulevard that had been up for a decade. Rex and Jim owned antique stores in prime locations like Chagrin Falls. People would come into the store and ask if they wanted to buy toys. They started buying toys and puzzles and other things, which led to Jim starting a large collection of puzzles and Rex establishing an extensive toy collection. Over the years, Rex was involved in the Bratnall art scene. Rex also managed and put on Bracknell antique shows. In fact, they were in this gymnasium. Rex was very active in his homeowners association. He served as treasurer for many years. After Jim died and Rex met Bill, then the fun began. Rex and Bill established date night every Friday at Bracknell Place. Just relax and talk about your week and converse with other locals. Every Sunday morning, he and Bill would take hours over the paper and breakfast at Adam's Place, just part of their week. Rex was the driving force behind the large parties they would hold, sometimes 60-plus people, and many of you probably enjoyed those parties. Rex enjoyed the many trips with Bill to visit his ex and his kids. All of them took vacation trips together, either to Rehoboth Beach or the Carolinas or even to China. Lots of times Bill's ex-mother-in-law would joke that she liked Rex better than Bill. That wasn't very nice, was it? Leave it to a mother-in-law, huh? Throughout his entire life, Rex always had immaculate taste, and this was always reflected in his homes. They were all showcases that were inviting and very sophisticated. Rex will be cremated and his ashes buried in his hometown of Ransom, Kansas, sometime this spring. And then a wonderful tribute from John Sale and Lloyd Owens, who had to be out of town today. Rex had the most enviable quality of endearing himself to everybody. When given the opportunity to chat with him one-on-one, I knew right off the bat that I had his undivided attention. He listened intently and was genuinely interested in what I was saying. His follow-up was always right on. He got it. These one-on-ones revealed a superior emotional intelligence and proved to me that at his core, what he possessed in spades was a natural empathy. When I was concerned, he was reassuring. When I was sad, he was uplifting. When what we shared was joyful, he reveled in the hilarity of it all. When I was wrong, I was gingerly, delicately admonished. And if there was no agreement between us, such the diplomat that he was, there was no ensuing rancor, no hard feelings ever held sway. Rex was warm and gentle, his body language always non-threatening, his smile radiant, his love for his friends and community heartfelt. Rex cared. What a legacy for all of us to cherish and emulate. And then there are memories from the family. Rex's sister, Linda, Clay Camp. We visited Cleveland fairly often. Upon arrival, Rex had our activities all planned. During the Christmas season, we always went to the Cleveland Orchestra performance. Other times, we took in shows like Hello, Dolly and West Side Story. Of course, shopping. Rex was a supreme shopper. Over the years, he developed some real skills to find the classiest stores. I think Higbee's was one. Our dad was as much a shopper as he was. Don't want to forget eating. Top of the town, yum. When Rex lived in Bracknell Towers, top floor I think, it was so awesome to look at the skyline. Another memory, Rex got me in trouble with our mother. She was not an animal person. He brought home from college a handsome boxer dog for me. To say mother was not pleased is mild. We named the dog Lord Bromfort. Love, Linda, and family. And from Bill's daughter-in-law, Elizabeth Faber, I have all these same memories. I recall Rex's booming voice, vigor, smile, and commitment to family. We are grateful he is now free from pain and are praying for you, Dad, and Rex's entire family as they grieve his loss. Much love, Elizabeth. From Bill's son-in-law, Roddy Cameron, the first thing that pops into my head is that he was always Grandpa Rex to Zach and Taylor. To me too, for that matter. He was brave enough to spend quite a few Christmases in Chapel Hill with your outspoken daughter, slightly nutty ex-wife, and kids running around always underfoot. At least around us, Rex seemed to be the quiet, introspective one who attached his string to your, Bill's, kite for the everyday adventure and excitement that is your life. I remember your 70th birthday party in the summer kitchen. Rex was the consummate co-host, making introduction so that the Singapore and Chapel Hill folk would feel included in Grandpa Bill's and Grandpa Rex's inner circle of friends. From Bill's ex-wife, Jane, I was always enamored with Rex's full head of white hair. When we were in China, we always went into open-air markets, well, before the coronavirus, and the Chinese women would gather around Rex because of his gorgeous hair. Rex would turn around and give them this great big smile, and they would all just melt. Love, Jane. From Bill's daughter, Sarah Cameron, I will never forget this one. When they first met, they were like two teenagers, couldn't stop laughing. And I didn't see them a lot on that first beach trip. Wink, wink, young love. Love you, Sarah. And then from Bill's son, Bob, as I reflect on Rex, his life and partnership with my dad, there are many warm memories that come to mind. But what stands out the most is the strong, warm timbre of his voice when he would greet you. Rex always had a hearty, "Hi, Bobby," chambered when I saw him in person or talked to him on the phone, including when I last heard his voice on the phone just 3 weeks ago. I had the privilege of seeing Rex in many different settings and places, from Cleveland to North Carolina to Shanghai. The lost in translation escapades of Rex and my dad buying artwork in China will always be remembered. During a family trip to Chautauqua, I remember Rex refusing to go to sleep until my dad came back from a delayed flight airport run to Buffalo to pick up Sarah. And of course, there was always cocktail hour, where both Rex and my dad were simpatico with their love for vodka tonics. Rex surprising my dad with his 70th birthday party was great fun as well. He ensured we were all there, and even included my mom's brother who flew in for the celebration. Rex was an incredibly important person for my dad, a great stabilizing influence on him, and a true partner for so many years. His warmth, smile, and the equanimity he always had on tap will be dearly missed. Love, Bob. And now we will hear from others, Judith, Jennifer, and Rebecca, so if they will come forward.
You guys, you're so short.
Well, I am. You can just move the box if you don't need it.
I don't think I need it. I'm Judith, and I've known Rex for, probably over 40 years. He was one of the first friends that I ever made when I moved into the village, and it's amazing that our friendship lasted this long, but it certainly has. We shared many laughs and probably more drinks at Bratnall Place and the Prosperity Club. As a real estate agent for years, he would call me constantly. How much is it? When may I see it? And we saw every house, every condo, anything that was for sale in Bracknell. At every open house, he showed up, sat down, and we talked and gossiped for an hour or two and laughed. He always had a smile, a kind word, and a giggle or even a snicker. He was truly a gentleman who was worthy to know, and I am pleased to know that I could call him my friend. Rex, you are missed. You had a long and arduous journey these last years, but sleep comfortably, my friend. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Rebecca. For those of you who don't know me, I work at the bistro at Bretna Place. And I had the pleasure of meeting Rex and Bill some years ago. They would come in on Friday nights for dinner, and I would always be greeted with just a warm hug and a kiss from Rex. I always look forward to that. From Bill too, but Rex especially. No matter how busy I was, Rex did not leave until he got his hug and kiss from me. And it just was just amazing. I just always felt better around Rex. He always had a warm hug for you, and just I treasured those evenings when I got to see them at the restaurant. When I met my soon-to-be husband, or my husband now, Rex and Bill were very protective. They wanted to know who this guy was. Where did he come from? So they wanted to meet him, and we went to dinner, and pretty quickly he was worthy, and I'm happy to say that they hit it right off and became fast friends. Often we would have cocktails at Rex's or Bill's before we would go out to various places, restaurants around. Rex was always such a gracious host. We would have a cocktail hour. We would have wonderful Kettle Ones on the rocks with blue cheese olives. He was just a gracious host, a wonderful man. I just adored him. He always had a smile and a compliment. He was a true gentleman. I have so much more I could say about Rex. He was a wonderful man, friend, and partner. But I will sum it up by just saying, rest easy, my sweet friend, and I will see you on the other side. I love you always.
Hello, everybody. But I know most of you probably don't necessarily know who I am, but my name is Jennifer, and I was one of Rex's caregivers. And meeting Rex for Bill and Rex the first time, I could tell Rex was just a gentle and warm and loving soul. And everything Rex exuded was happiness. One of my absolute favorite memories of Rex was, I'm about to out Rex, but I would watch him overnight, and what Bill didn't know was me and Rex would get up at night and have a banana. Because Rex loved his bananas. And one of my favorite things with Rex was him sharing with about Linda and about Richard and about all of his wonderful family. And there's no other person in the world that I could say had the most genuine smile. Anyone that knew Rex, you could tell when he smiled, it was real, it was genuine, it was natural. And even as time went by and the sickness that did endure on him, he was still so happy He would love hearing about memories of everybody that I've all heard of different things about, with the cars and with the collections, with the toys, with Brattonall, with the drinks at the Brattonall place, and especially with Bill. He would always have a wonderful smile when you would speak about these things, and all I can say is that I am so graciously thankful that I was allowed to be in his life, and that he has made an everlasting impression and will forever be in my heart. And I wish nothing but the best for all of you guys that have known him, and thank you for allowing me to be in his life. And I look forward to the day that I get to see him again. Thank you. Sorry about bananas.
At this time, I would invite others of you who have memories of him. If you want to come forward so that it can be taped, that would be good. And if you need a box to stand on, I just happen to have one here. So if anyone would like to share their memories in a brief statement, please feel free to do that at this time. You're all shy. I didn't know Rex. Now I do. A sports fanatic, he liked to talk to the TV. Collector of treasures, impeccable taste in all things he touched, devoted friend and partner. Rex had a way of making all who met him the most special person he ever knew. When he did something, he was passionate about the way he wanted it to be done. As I thought about what to say, I decided that I could not word anything any better than Lloyd and John did in what they said. So I'm just going to pick a few of those remarks. Rex had the most enviable quality of endearing himself to everybody. He listened intently and was genuinely interested in what I was saying. When I was concerned, he was reassuring. When I was sad, he was uplifting. When what we shared was joyful, he reveled in the hilarity of it all. When I was wrong, I gingerly, delicately was admonished. And if there was no agreement between us, such the diplomat he was, there was no ensuing rancor, no hard feelings ever held sway. Rex was warm and gentle, his body language always non-threatening, his smile radiant, his love for his friends and community heartfelt. Rex cared. What a legacy for all of us to cherish and emulate. And that is indeed the footprint that Rex has left for all who knew and loved him. We give thanks for the life and memories which live on in each one touched so deeply and so dearly by Rex's life. Will you join me in prayer? Creator, Comforter, Spirit of life, we give thanks for the life and memories of Rex. We thank you for the ways in which he has touched so many lives and for the uniqueness and quality of his life and living. We give thanks that for him all pain and sorrow and frustration with his illness is over, and he has entered into that peace which is beyond all human understanding. Be with those left behind. Especially be with Bill and his family. Grant them the courage to embrace the memories they hold dear, the memories that will surely sustain them in the days ahead. Amen. Before I do the benediction, I just want to remind you that there is a reception and a place to look at some of Rex's memorabilia up the stairs immediately following the service. And I also want to say that part of this benediction was given to me by Bill, and it was used by the Unitarian minister he had after every church service. It's from Solomon. Take Rex before the dawn breezes blow and the night shadows flee. Return him, my love, like a gazelle or a young stag to the rugged mountains. Amen. Go in peace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's usually another 2 bags underneath it, so if that fills up,
that's good.
we just
Okay,
redo it. I got a couple on the other one, too.
that's fine, that's good enough. I didn't see that
I'll have to
one.
go check on that with their garbage shortly. I looked at our dumpster outside, it's almost full, which is unusual, because they clean stuff out of the basement. Somebody's gonna rent one of the rooms down there.
I remember somebody said that. I'm sorry. Years ago.
have all silver here. Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about Claudia.
Bill, David Hersher. 79 Rascal, my deepest sympathy. Bricks and I crossed paths, and one of them reached out to me to bring me onto the board. So, and I'm still on, so thank you. Well, no, there was more ample than that. I just didn't have the time to be president, so now I'm secretary, but I'm still on the board, and that's the important part, so I'm going to continue his legacy. So, yes, it was. We're doing good, so. Yeah, we're doing fine.